And we begin with the battle brewing in Detroit schools. Hundreds of teachers calling in sick for a second day. They're protesting because the district says it doesn't have the money to pay them for the hours they've already worked.
So will the sick out continue for yet another day? 7 Action News reporter Camille Amiri has been following this story, and she joins us live with the very latest for us. Camille?
Well, Carolyn, of course, that is the million-dollar question right now. I can tell you that teachers are inside this church behind me meeting with union reps to figure out what's next. The Detroit Teachers Sickout is in its second day. Teachers and other DPS employees protesting in front of the school district's headquarters in the Fisher Building.
DPS deserves more!
At issue, the fact that the district says there is no money to pay any DPS employees after June 30th for work they've done during the school year.
And as of last Friday, we were working for free. They made me a slave last Friday, and I didn't even know it. But now that I know it, and today is Tuesday, I'm not working.
Melissa DeWolf is a DPS parent. She brought her son Trenton to today's protest.
He's excited, 4-day weekend, but really you need to see that it's a problem. Like, this isn't a vacation, and I've been telling him the whole time we're here, do you see why you don't have school today? Are you understanding this? It's really to teach him as well what's going on.
I like it because I don't have to go to school, but it's kind of bad that we're not going to school and getting the education that we need.
Union reps say their demands are simple.
The end game is that we're getting our money, and then we will go back to work. We need a guarantee.
And back live here. So right now it is yet to be determined if the sickout will continue for a third day. Of course, as soon as we know, we will let you know. Reporting live on Detroit's West Side, Camille Amiri, 7 Action News.
All right, thanks a lot, Camille. Now the question is, what will lawmakers do to address the cash crisis that led to these protests in the first place? But today, the House Appropriations Committee rushed to come up with a plan to get teachers back in the classroom. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russo was there as representatives debated controversial legislation that impacts everyone.
If you're a Detroit Public Schools teacher who left the classroom to protest yesterday and today, the head of the House Appropriations Committee has a message for you.
Teachers, you're going to get paid.
That's how State Rep Al Pasholko, the chair of the House Appropriations Committee, opened up today's meeting. Republican lawmakers criticized teachers who forced the closure of almost all Detroit public schools.
Not showing up for work the day before we're possibly voting out a package is pretty irresponsible.
Thursday was the last day of paid work for teachers in Detroit that they are guaranteed because of cash flow options in the state.
It was literally locked out. They couldn't report to school because the doors were locked.
It got interesting as lawmakers debated legislation that would provide an emergency loan of $33 million to address payroll issues and get teachers back in the classroom, plus provide $500 million to restructure the district by paying off operating debt and creating a new district. No one seemed to have evidence indicating either amount was enough money to solve the problem.
We're about to vote on a lot of money here, and you're telling me that we don't know if the cash flow projections are currently accurate because the Treasurer's Office can't tell me that.
I would respectfully like to ask, is there some way we can get the accurate information?
The answer? No. Representative Pasholka said there was not time. They needed to send the message to teachers. They were doing something. They voted to approve the $500 million plan, sending it now to the House for approval. It also allows uncertified teachers to work in Detroit, could throw out teacher contracts as it creates a new district, and delays local control. Detroit lawmakers aren't happy.
If you believe this is about improving educational quality in the city of Detroit, then you're dead wrong. This is and has always been about money, power, and control.
Detroit Representative Brian Banks called for a forensic audit, but House Republicans voted it down. They say it is expensive and unnecessary. Detroit lawmakers say the state has had control of DPS for years and needs to be transparent. Glenda?
Carolyn, in response to the DPS sickouts, parents are gathering tonight to discuss what this means for students. They plan to gather at Detroit Parent Network in less than a half hour. 7 Action News reporter Brianne Palmerini joins us now live at News Center with more on tonight's meeting. Brianne.
Well, Glenda, again, that meeting's supposed to start here at the Detroit Parent Network in less than a half an hour right now. We're not sure how many parents are expected to show up because the Detroit Parent Network only decided to have this meeting just a few hours ago today. I talked with organizers inside. They say the key is they're not angry at teachers for the sickouts, but they are concerned at how this is impacting the children and the students because they're really the ones who ultimately lose out when school is canceled. So as far as a solution to what's going to happen if school's canceled again tomorrow, well, that's what they're here to brainstorm about. Again, the meeting's starting in less than half an hour. We'll be inside. We'll bring you full details once that meeting gets underway right here on 7 Action News at 6. For now, I'm live on Detroit's East Side. Brianne Pomerini, 7 Action News.
Thank you, Brianne.